Hello, this is Zamanzadeh from ZZNetworking.com. In order to see better, please press this button to view full screen. In this tutorial, we will be discussing the all and any operator. When you precede the subquery by the all operator, the condition is true only if it satisfies all values produced by the subquery. When you precede the subquery by the any operator, the condition is true only if it satisfies any value, one or more, produced by the subquery. Now, what does this mean? In the following examples, this should be demonstrated. First, let's go ahead and select all our values from the customer table. On our bottom pane, we can see this right here. Now, suppose we want to find the customer number, customer name, balance, and rep number from the customer table whose balance is greater than the largest balance for customers represented by rep number 25. Now, how are we going to find this? Well, there's two ways of doing it. We can use the all operator since we're interested in finding the balance greater than the maximum, the largest balance, all the balances for customers represented by rep 25. Or we could do it this way. In our first way, we say select customer num, customer name, balance, rep number from customer where our balance is greater than, and we use the maximum balance, the aggregate function max, in order to find the results. We say select max balance from customer where rep num equals 25 in our subquery. When we execute this, we get a list of their customers whose balance is greater than the largest balance for customers represented by rep number 25. Now, there's a second way of doing this, and that's by using the all operator. So we go ahead and code the bottom code, which says select customer num, name, balance, rep number from customer where balance greater than all. Here we say select balance. We don't use the aggregate function. The all substitutes it up here from customer where rep number equals 25. We execute this, and once again we get the customer number, customer name, balance, and rep number of customers whose balance is greater than the maximum balance of customers represented by rep number 25. Now let's see the difference between all and any. Now that we've done all, let's try a similar example with the any operator. First, let's go ahead and select all values from the customer table once again. Now that we have this in front of us, suppose we want to find the customer number, customer name, balance, and rep number from customers whose balance is greater than at least the least balance for customers represented by rep number 25. Now, let's go to the bottom pane. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3 customers represented by rep number 25. Using the all operator, well, let's first look at their balance. The greatest balance for customers represented by rep number 25 is $14,007.45. So when we said we want greater than all the people represented by rep 25, it had to be greater than this number. When we use any, it means it just has to be greater than at least one of the people represented by rep number 25, meaning the minimum balance, which is $1,007.45. For the any operator, all the value has to do is be greater than this, and it will show up. For the all operator, it has to be greater than the maximum balance. So there's two ways of finding the answer to this question. We can say select customer num, customer name, balance, rep number from customer where balance is greater than, and this time select the minimum balance from the customer table where rep number equals 25. We execute this, and you'll notice that, remember, there were 3 people represented by rep 25. Now we have 2. The reason why these 2 show up and so many more is because these 2 people have a balance greater than the least amount of money of a customer represented by rep number 25. Remember, the least amount of money was $1,007.45. These two customers, also represented by rep 25, have a higher balance than that customer with the lowest balance. Now, there's another way of coming up with this result, and that's by using the any operator. Once again, we say select customer number, customer name, balance, rep number from customer where balance greater than any. And then we say select balance. We don't use the min balance function here. We say from customer where repdom equals 25. And sure enough, we get exactly the same results. And here, once again, out of order, but here once again, we have the two customers represented by rep 25 whose balance is greater than the least balance. Now, I'd like to give you another example of this. In the following code, we say select the part number, description, class, and price from the part table where price greater than all, and we say select price from part where class equals UI. Let's go ahead and select all from part so that way we can view this table and see the information there. Here we see that there's one person with class UI and the price is $99. There's a second person with a class UI and the price is $92. Now, if you notice that in this list here, $99 is the highest value. So if we execute this query, we say select part number, description, class, price from part where price greater than all, select price from part where class equals UI. Guess what we're going to get? No data found, because $99 is the value of a person whose class is UI. That's the greatest value, and since the condition is somebody has to have a price greater than the largest value, no data is found. Well, let's see what happens when we use the any operator. Because remember, there are two people whose class was two parts whose class was UI. The second one was for $92. Hit Control Enter. We now substitute the word all with any, so now it has to be greater than any part whose class is in UI. We execute this code, and now we get a list of all the parts whose price is greater than $92, including UI, the part that is $99. I'm going to select all from part once again, and to further explain this, here's UI, $99. It showed up in our last query using any. Here's UI, $92. That didn't show up, but every part that's greater than $92 when you use the word any is going to show up. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for your time, and may God bless you.